miles west of the city of Chicago, and I think they can hear this crowd even in the Windy City. We are ready for our championship match at the Hammer Players Championship at the Cherry Bowl. It is number 2 qualifier Yvette Smith against Wendy Macpherson Papanos. Wendy Macpherson is our top qualifier. She is from Henderson, Nevada, and she has opted to bowl first.
She has, and that's an interesting choice. I have to believe she has a better shot on lane 10 versus lane 9, because otherwise I would think she'd want to put the pressure on Yvette to finish last.
And the crowd vigorously behind her, shouting, get in there, but the 10-pin does not get in there.
Same 10-pin we've seen from everyone.
13 titles for Wendy Macpherson Papanos. Her average this week, a lofty 219 plus, almost 220.
Changes balls here to shoot the spare.
And that puts a smile on her face. A little relief getting that first one out of the way. It's so hard waiting in the wings. But it's nice to know the worst you can do is finish second. Now we look at Yvette Smith and her love of the lanes.
Now, both pretty equal. Looks like lane 9's a hair better, but when she finished there, she was able to strike out. So that's where those 4 strikes, 3 of them came from.
Came up high.
Tough opening shot. She looked a little slow on that shot.
She smiled at first, but then she realized, I got a problem here.
Just a little bit slow with her ball speed there, never got it to slide.
So that 7 is a big problem. How do you pick this one up?
She wants to hit the right of the 3-pin with her ball and shoot the 3 over. Oh, almost just like that.
Just light to the right side of that 3-pin, and it didn't go far enough to take out the 7. 61 bowlers began this week. Average to cash was just over 194, almost 195. To make match play 204, to make the TV show 210.
Those are pretty good numbers. They're well within a range, an average type of range, not too low, not too high.
Well, the folks at MasterCard are breathing a sigh of relief because neither bowler is open with a strike. If you do strike on television, MasterCard will give you $50,000. The trick is first to get on TV. The second trick is to lay down all those strikes.
Yeah, actually you have to shoot a 300, not just strike. You need 12 strikes in a row in the same game. So just so we clarify, MasterCard
That's true.
doesn't want to give away $50,000.
For somebody who opens with a strike.
Coming up late there. Someone in the audience very disappointed by that shot.
In 1997, Wendy Macpherson Papanos set some serious records. She won 4 titles. Then she said she had 12 television appearances that tied Leanne Barrett's record in 1990 and Carol Giannotti Block's record in 1992. And of course, twice she was named Bowler of the Year, Player of the Year.
Covers up that 2-8 with her spare ball.
And there you see the career money leaders, Wendy Macpherson Papanos at number 4 with the 710. But look at Alita Sill closing in on the $1 million mark. Next to us, our scorekeeper, she's at number 3, Lisa Wagner at 754 plus, almost 755. So the money's getting there, but still not one female bowler has won $1 million in her career. Come on. Whoa. That wasn't slow motion, folks. That was real speed.
It sure did look like slow motion. It came in late behind the head pin, and it really didn't look like anything was pushing hard enough to get the 7 out. Watch this ball finish late, head pin off the wall, 5-pin over.
Boom.
Boy, it didn't look like it was hitting it hard enough.
No. But looks don't count. You know, her first time out on the tour in 1998 was in Jacksonville, Florida, and that's where she had her best finish. As she puts up 2 in a row. Dad's looking cool. Mom looks a little tight. I just saw a big sigh of relief there. She said, oh, good, she got 2.
Yvette leads by 1 pin right now. She wanted to make sure she was able to thank Curtis Odom for all of his help this week in laying out equipment and helping her make moves on the lanes. Again, ball rep situation. A lot of the players had them.
I don't know what Curtis Odom was saying to the folks, but a lot of women have been commenting, Curtis Odom, oh, I want to thank Kurt.
Stand!
I'll tell you, he was saying the right things. because she's doing the right things. The turkey for Yvette Smith, 2, 3, and 4. I'll have to put on the wide-angle lens to catch this reaction. Stay out! Yes! Yes! She moved over 2 lanes, and we had to turn down the audio.
She can't go any farther. There's a crowd there. Wendy's trying to get into it now.
And she's into it. 2 in a row for Wendy. 2 spares, 2 strikes. It's still a 1-pin match. This is the way you like to see the championship here at the Hammer Players Championship.
2 very different styles here as far as personality, as far as their emotions and how they allow it to play their game. Wendy, more laid back. You really don't see a lot out of her unless she's maybe in arena finals. Then she changes her demeanor just a little bit. But hard for Wendy to really get into it the way Yvette does.
So we've got turkeys all around here at the Cherry Bowl. The excitement continues on ESPN. Visionary Bowling Products Classic, that's when the fall tour begins, September 13th through 17th at Tiki Lanes. And then the PWBA will return to Newcastle, Delaware for the 10th annual Columbia 300 Open. The Pro-Am portion presented by First USA. Entries are limited, so be sure to get your entry in early. Call the PWBA if you have any questions. Oh, from 3 strikes to a disaster.
Looking down at the approach. Probably slipped a little bit. Watch her wipe her feet now.
You called it.
She did slide out in the shot. Probably thought she was going to fall. Foul, actually, and just laid off the shot. Fortunate it didn't go in the channel. This 5 count, if she's lined up to the pocket, she should be able to pick it. Again, wiping her feet.
You know, you had a great tip, and she was slipping with the feet, but about when your hands get clammy and sweaty, you do something unique with your hands. What do you use?
I put a little alcohol on a towel and squeezed that towel before I got up, and it dried out my hands.
In her case, it was slippery feet, but the alcohol in the towel, I think, is a brilliant idea. Some other players use the wet wipes because they have a high alcohol content as well.
Or some of them just even wet a towel just to get
the oil off.
Yeah, actually dry up. It dries you up a little bit, actually.
I'm talking about the oil in your hands, just the sweating.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Down by 14.
That 5 count was pretty critical on a turkey like that. Ooh, they look serious now.
Dad doesn't even want to watch. Yeah. Someone yelled, "Go girl," and she did. A very, very close match here at the Cherry Bowl. A big title, a big paycheck at stake. It is the Hammer Players Championship on ESPN, and we'll be back with the final 4 frames. But first, these messages. A little-known fact, by finishing 42nd this week and cashing, Alita Sills set a record. She is the fastest woman to surpass the $100,000 plateau in a single year. She broke Wendy Macpherson Papanos' record, which was set last year. And there is Wendy Macpherson Papanos, and she is waiting to be given the green light as she steps up in the 6th. She leads by 14 and has 3 in a row.
And again, she reached down with her hand and wiped her shoe off before she stepped up. Approaches did tend to be on hair on the slicker side. Players often, you see a good look at her shoe. She wears the high top. Those particular shoes, you can change discs, so you can get a different slide on the lane.